District number 3 representative Sumo Mulbah, and several issues we will be looking at today on the program. So District number 3 people, just get ready. Your representative is here with us. And we're gonna know what's happening in the district and what's happening at the capital. So don't go away. Very shortly, we'll go into the conversation.
You check on me, so I said, "Come your blessing, your blessing. Think the one by one, and you know we'll think what we can do." I'm so thankful, yeah, thankful, yeah. See, I'm so grateful, yes. I used to be cocky on the carry. I didn't have no leg. They used to call me for nothing. Yeah, sister boy, but thank God you never left me down. Oh, you always been there for me. So I raise my voice and say, I don't know. Now I think
and indeed, I know you too just don't know why God keeps blessing you, favoring you, protecting you, but all is left with Him. He's the most supreme being. So let me welcome you back to the program, and let me also welcome District number 3 representative Sumo Mulbah, who's here with us. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you. And I would like to say good afternoon to everyone and to our listening audience.
Okay. I actually want us to start this discussion from the district, then we will end it at the capital. And beginning in the district, how has it been since your election?
All right. It has been a tough one, and because to set up the right projection for everyone to benefit, we have to go along with quote unquote the theme for the government that says no business as usual. And because of that, you tend to get enemies when you try to push in the right trajectory where everyone should understand that what happened then cannot happen now.
Okay.
So because of that, we created some enemies. But I think our thing as a leader is to make sure to mitigate those conflict feeling, those mixed feeling, and make sure that we all work together in the interest of the district. And we are doing that, especially with we have some one or two issues with the district development council.
Yeah.
But we are working towards it to make sure that we all work together for the common good of our district.
And that's one of the sticky areas now, because as soon as you were elected, you got into this, rigmarole with the district development council. But like you said, work is ongoing to solve everything, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And so how soon we expect, a fully functioning district development council in District 3?
The thing is, our thing was to make sure we have the rightful people in. We go along with the constitution because the constitution of the district govern everyone. And the constitution talk about leadership. Those positions should be acquired for 4 years. And if someone go beyond the threshold of the position, going as far 12 years, I think that will not work with us.
Okay.
But we thought of balancing it in a way that we should have election. Other people are saying no election. Other people are saying yes to election. Well, I think the main goal of our district is to make sure we work together and make sure that those decisions come forth that will govern us. And the decision to govern us is just by having an election and making sure that the right people get in power. Yeah.
Okay, so the whole thing now is around election.
Yeah, that's democracy. Yeah.
Okay, and since we want to talk about the rocky part of the district so far, I want to go back there with the youth, because you came under criticism from the youth of the district, accusing you of referring to them as criminals on a local radio show, and they have even threatened to take you to court if you can retract that statement, because according to them, you brought them to public disrepute.
No, I think and what we told our people, I think it was a bit political because we just came from Ghana. had a meeting in Germany. When I came back, we landed Ghana, and what we saw in Ghana, we tried to bring it forth to our people, telling the Liberian people, even the government, that we need to do better in order to make sure all of our embassy are that represent us. So I think it went into politics, especially for the Bashir end. Bashir is one person that using his group of concerned youth to go against
But did you
our
refer
leadership.
to the youth of your district as criminals?
No, I think the question came from my prince, the talk show host, who said that the guys are stealing the life for pipeline from Pacapen, excuse me. And I say yes. This is the reason that he tried using the word zogo, and I think it was bad to use the word zogo. So I say the young people, what we need to do is to conscientize our young people. We need to like brain them, make them new, so that. And I also shift blame to government, because if government were creating job for the young people, they would not go about taking life down.
Mm.
That's what happened. It's not like the people of District 3, the young people of District, I'm a young man. So if I'm saying the young people of District 3, I mean, I'm also corrupt. I'm also criminal minded.
Mm.
But
So, Honorable
yeah,
Mulbah, you are clarifying on this platform that you
yeah.
didn't say, you didn't refer to the people of your district as
No. And I
criminals.
will not do that. I will
Okay.
not do that. There's no way I can refer to the young people of District 3 as criminal,
Okay.
because I'm a young man. If I'm saying that, I'm also the criminal. So the thing is that he make reference, the host make reference to say, oh, is the older people. I said, no, the older one cannot take leg down. They cannot claim the poor to take leg down, right? And he said the Zogo. I said, no, you don't use the word Zogo, right? They are our young people. If they are doing that, they are doing that because of reasons, right? The opportunity we need for government to open more opportunity for our young people. If government open create the opportunity for young people, then therefore you have people working. They will not have the time to go and steal.
Mm.
So yeah, we just went around it. That's it. But to refer to our young people as criminal, no, I will not do that.
And hope you can settle that, and so you
It's
and your young
it's
people.
already settled. It's
Okay.
already settled, and we're moving together strong. And it's not. I would say this: it's concern youth, not the young
Yeah,
people.
concern
Because
youth of District 3.
yeah, I'm working along with the young people. A few months from now, we'll be building the district youth center, first of its kind in district number 3, right?
Okay.
And it has to do with our young people, right? I'm a young man. I feel that this is the time. The future is ours. We need to make good the maximum use of it. This is the reason. So if any young man think that way, I would like to apologize if you think that way, that you saying a harsh word on the young people. No, I'm not that type. And I'm saying to you, I'm with you, and together we all work together and make our district the best place to be.
Mm. And I cover one of your activities recently when you donated helmets and live, reflective jackets to motorcyclists in the district. Something I want to commend you for. Your district has also come under criticism in not only your district but many districts, in fact, the entire country. The issue of drugs is prevalent in the entire country, but your district is under the spotlight. And I got this report that you have something going on with some young people in your district, organizing some discussions with those who are involved. But
Right.
I will just sit back to let you drill us through that.
All right. What we did first when we took over was to make sure, because I've been noticing over the year there haven't been the youth caucus of the district, where young people, along with the leadership, make decision together. So we created one, and we gave them the minute to visit every ghetto. At the first, the initiatives, we cannot use force on our young people. They are all Liberian. So what we thought it wise to do was to make sure those young people who are inclined, they need to get down there and make sure that one person can change one. That's the approach. So we told them, we provided some form, we provide a T-shirt, get to them, get to know what are those reasons, what are the reasons they are taking drugs, right? And what can be done, right? And we have our young people going from ghetto to ghetto, talking to other young people to
Is
make
it
sure, yeah,
helping?
yeah, indeed, it's helping. And not just all to that, we also have to work along with government, right? And I'm the first person in this country to bring about that discourse during the campaign, the drug testing. I should be amended to the drugs law, right, where we test everyone to know, right? And the president started that with a good foundation, right? A good foundation. But in a short time, we noticed that the entire thing like went aside. But I think it's important, not just at the workplace, we need to do that also at the various institution, the various school, public school, private school, right? And I would say this. I've been having a
You
school
want
over
you
time. I
want
have worked with a
drug
lot of young
tests
people.
to be mandatory?
Of course, it's cheap to do. All you need to do is to get your breath machine. I have some of those machines in my school, right? Where every time we test the kid to know whether they're taking drugs or not. And if they do, our duty is to advise them, make them to change, give them reason why taking drugs will not help them, right? And we all need to make our young people the best that we could do to make them better in society. So the young people out there from District 3 have been working tirelessly to make sure that we incorporate other people who are and we have few guys that have already changed, right? They have already changed. And I think if we do that and work along with government, the job of government is to make to create the avenue so that young people could be incorporated into society. It's not just about the rehabilitation of them, right? Where you go, you change them, you cut the hair, you do all of those things. But the main thing is to make sure to create jobs. And I say that the only way we can create jobs, we have so many jobs in this country. We could do that by visiting our laws, right? One of the laws say that where you have Liberian, where you have qualified Liberian, you cannot take a foreigner. But in this country, everywhere you go, you see foreigner. I was in Beer Mountain recently. If you had chance, this is the reason we want the journalists to get out there to get information. In Beer Mountain, you have close to 200 foreign workers. Close to 200 foreign workers. Some of them accounting. Like when I was going through the corridor from door to door, I saw the Turkish sitting behind desk. That should be managerial position, few position. And position should be given to the young people. We have smart youth. We have smart young people that could do the same job, similar job like the foreigners. If we create more job for our young people, they will be sitting working. There will be no time to think about drugs. There will be no time to think about drugs. Yeah.
And let's still stick around in the district, because I know there are other things besides drugs. And sorry that I didn't ask you that from the beginning, but can you give us or people listening the actual demarcation or the land area of this District 3 that we discussing, because not many people know where is District 3 and how is it?
All right. District 3 start from there's the boundary between District 2 to that of District 3, where we have Peloton. In between Peloton, between Peloton and Wintown, there's a town,
Okay.
right?
Okay, you're
That's
talking about the
that's
Kakata.
no, not the Kakata Bell, the Johnsonville Bell.
Sorry,
Yeah, the Johnsonville
Johnsonville,
Bell.
Mount Barkley side.
Beautiful. And District 3 go as far as in Johnsonville, where we have the Liberty Praying Center up the mountain. That's District 3.
Okay.
It run down to Omega. So if you are leaving from town, going to Bond County, on the right side, District 4, on the left side, District 3. So
Okay.
from Omega FDA, where we have the dump site, it go as far as red light. If you cross the road where you have the open stove, if you cross the road on the other side, that's District 5. So
In red light now.
in red light.
Okay.
So from red light, you get down to Nizo, the Nizo Junction, going as far as Jean David Black Factory. So from Jean David Black Factory to the hospital, going down, 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 is where we have District 3 to Port Line. That's District 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, we discussed the issue of the drugs in the district. Are there other challenges that you think District 3 is faced with that you need to put your foot down and put more attention to?
Yeah, there are so many of them that I alone cannot handle because it have it is so huge. It's so huge. So one of them is the issue of flooding. The issue of flooding in District Three. In District Three, we have just somewhere around June, the 1st of June, we had very huge flood where we lose two-person, two kid, and I try to propagate that on the floor of the house where we invited the public work minister along with EPA, and they have done extremely well. They are doing well, and to mitigate the issue of flood in district number three. And we also have other issue, but I think it's a bit domestic that we can handle and
Mm.
not government. Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, we will have to cut off this because we just got information that we need to bring something very important from the president. But before we go into that, I just want you to, run us through because you are one of those that took, okay, we cannot go far. Let's just take this one from the president. We will join you again.
Yeah.
Determination, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve greatness. Finally, I would like to express my profound gratitude for the invitation this special process. Your prayers and blessings are invaluable, and I'm deeply touched by the thought of your presentation today. I want to thank you for it. Whatever the case may be, I receive it with humility and I promise to continue serving our nation with dedication to honor. Let every Nigerian feel free as a citizen, complete, and be able to contribute to our economy. Let us prove our faith by our deeds. May the Almighty Allah bless each and every one of you, bless your endeavors, and bless the Republic of Liberia. For in so doing, and by so doing, let us always think Liberia, love Liberia, and together build Liberia. Thank you.
The floor is of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Imam Boakai, right here with a few words to the Islamic community here in Liberia, having returned from the Hajj in Saudi Arabia.
And indeed, President Joseph Boakai just delivered that special statement at the Special Islamic Prayer Service Program, for the return of Muslims who just got back from the Hajj pilgrim there in Saudi Arabia. So you are still here listening to the Bumper Show. We still have with us as guests Montserrado County District Number 3 Representative Sumo Mulbah, who's here with us. We had to take this statement from the president and we join Representative Mulbah to continue with the discussion. Honorable Mulbah, you were talking about flooding. Your community, your district is one of the many areas going through flooding now. So, but how are you working to mitigate the situation?
All right. What we did was to invite at the house the Minister of Public Work and to that of the Director of EPA, where we had a hearing with plenary to make sure that the issue of flooding can be mitigated by them, and they have started, and I'm sure that they will do well as it relates to flooding. And the issue of flooding is something that I have to do with the entire globe, not just
Yeah,
Liberia
of
alone.
course.
We
Yeah.
should understand that.
Mm.
What the government can do, they will do, and what the government cannot do now, we have to wait and see the next dry season to
But
see how
are
best we can
you
mitigate.
mobilizing people in the district as well? Because sometimes before the public works, before the EPA can come around, then
Yeah,
flooding has.
we did our own thing from the district level. We provided roughly about 75 wheelbarrow. We give 100 rainbows, 120 shovels. We also gave reflected jacket. We also gave digger, pingali, and other things, so that we can try to do our own thing first before government can come in.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
did that.
So yes, that's commendable of you also, and thanks for that. But I want now, let's transition a little bit.
To real politics,
Yeah, even
national
though
politics.
I know other people from your district might call, or people might call concerning your district, but I
Yeah,
want us to go now to the Capitol Hill where you work, where
yeah, yeah.
most you spend your Tuesdays and Thursdays. Since you enter as a member of the 55th legislature, what has been your impression so far? Are you seeing something that you didn't expect? Are you, expecting something, or say you entered that this is my expectation, but then you didn't see it that way? Generally, your impression so far.
My impression about the house is, I would like to be frank with you. I'm frustrated, because frustrated in the sense that I feel that we could do our best, we could love it and make sure that we have people who think Liberia, and who are people driven. But I don't understand the house. It's tough. The speaker is one person that I grade. He's a type that is people driven. But then we are 73 lawmakers, and being 73, everyone will not go on the progressive side. You have people who think different. Some people want to do business, and to do the work of the people, you have to sacrifice. And in order to sacrifice, you also have to be people driven, because policy go along with ideas and sound decision. And what I'm observing, most often, even as you guys, the journalists notice that just quite recently we hear people that we invited. The house is not where we go and do business. The house is not where we go for friendship.
Hmm.
If you have a friend who is a minister, if he appear, we need to respect the rules of the house. So that's my issue with the house. Most of our rules are not taken into consideration by other colleagues.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Honorable Moba, I want you to stick a little bit with this one.
Yeah.
The issue of business. You are frustrated, according to
Yeah.
you,
I am.
because you think some of your colleagues
Yeah.
are there doing business.
Yeah.
The Liberian people are listening, and coming up with such a statement. It will sound as an indictment, not to everybody, but to a few that are here mentioning. If you talk about the issue of business, that shouldn't be. What are you talking about? Give us a clear picture of what you're talking about.
I think at the house we need to be very serious. We need to be proactive, because if we have a case, if we are inviting somebody like someone from the executive to come for a hearing in the interest of the people of Liberia, we need to be candid with our approach. But what I observe, people are going to minister, taking dams, pocket change, in order to have some influence as it relates to the sections of the
So,
hearing.
so you are
Yeah.
saying to us that you invite a minister, and this minister coming there, you people expect to be hard on this minister
I think
to get the real thing out
you
of
heard
him.
the issue of Ami Moda. You listen to Yeke Koloba. You heard the issue of Ami Moda.
What was
You
the
see,
case?
some people talk money. Some people talk money.
Took money to do what? To allow him to, sail through softly, or why they would take money from, a minister that is just going at the legislature for probably on invitation or some or so.
Yeah, if you hold someone is held for contempt, there is a rule that govern us, and we all should abide by the rules. But in a short time, you see people on the floor lobbying with each other to make sure that we reduce the weight of what the rule says. I think it's wrong. It's not in the interest of this country, and we need to get away with that. We need to get away with that. If we cannot do that, every morning, Tuesday and Thursday, we get there for session, there will be no impact, just noise. Yeah.
So, Honorable Mulbah, you are clarifying to the public today. You are a lawmaker.
Without any fear, I'm doing this without any fear.
There are guys in there, there are representatives in there who are collecting, like we used to call
They take the place to be a business area. I think you listened to Honorable Foucault yesterday. He was so frustrated. I was also frustrated with the way things go on there. And we, as Liberian, we are elected. We need to stop.
Is that some of the reasons why you guys took Keke to work on yesterday?
For the Keke issue is for so many reasons. One, what we noticed discrimination, legislative discrimination, where the Senate receive their vehicles, and for the lower house, no. My issue is not the car. I have cars, right? My issue is the server that wake up every morning. The people that serve us at the house, they wake up every morning. They pay their way from what they receive as salary. At this time, we make mention of 2 buses. There was an allotment. We need the 2 buses. That's our plea. And it go beyond that. I always tell people, if when we talk about, if you give the Senate this amount, similar amount should be given to me. And my thing is, I'm not going to rock car. I told the people in my district, we're going to use that money the first time in this country to make sure to build our youth center.
So the money that is given to you or that will be allocated for your vehicle.
Beautiful. And who the vehicle for?
It's what you will use for your youth
Even
center.
the government give me a car, who the car for? For me. The car is not for government, according to what I read. So when it is for me, I can auction it for my district.
Okay.
Right? I got a clinic in my district, the pipeline clinic. The clinic need beds. The clinic need equipment. So how will I feel riding a beautiful car, a luxury car that worth $45,000?
Is that the amount
And
they
someone
pay
there
for
sick.
the vehicles are supposed to come to you people?
That's the amount for the $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
45,000 and you people, there is no reservation about it.
I'm
You're
not
just
saying
accepting that.
I'm not saying it's wrong for order to rock car, but at this
No, for me,
time,
I'm talking about the price, right? Because people think Liberia, our current economy is, in a kind of shape that, representative shouldn't be riding a vehicle that costs $45,000.
there are so many reasons I could sit here and give you that it's necessary to ride a new car for them, right? You got people from Grand Gita.
Riding a new car is
You
one
got
thing.
people
The
from Grand
price of the
Bassa.
car is another thing.
You got people from Grand Gita. You got people from Maryland. You cannot give them second-hand car. No. They need something better that will take them to their constituents.
Okay.
So for us in Morovia, like for me, it is a benefit. I'm entitled to it. My entitlement could benefit my district. That's it. So if I'm entitled to it, we need it for the district to start doing something in the district. This is our plea. Not to ride decent car like the Senate. I'm not wishing to ride a decent car like the Senate, because the thing is just common. If you take $45,000, it go beyond not just the House of Legislature. We also look at the executive. Then I listen to your previous guest. He shaved blame on the House. I blame everyone in this country. I blame those that voting, those that did that voted in the past, because they put in the wrong candidate. Most of them, right? They are not in the interest of the Liberian people, but yet and still we vote them. I blame the branch like us, right? We create a policy. We need to seek the interest of the people, and most of it, I blame the executive. Simple reason of blaming the executive. One thing is that when I said I think, look at the threshold of our budget. We got 700 million. We should be discussing 2 billion. There's 700 million. And I will tell you how you generate that. Very easy to generate.
You think it's that easy to
I will tell you.
generate?
I will tell you. This.
We've been fighting for a billion. We have not reached that yet, and you're talking about two.
It's very easy to generate that. I will tell you how it works. Let's look at one at a time. We have so many concessions. We have Beer Mountain, we have Bao Chico, we have Elemental, we have China Union, we have Western Cluster. And there are so many of them. One way in which we can generate more money is by looking at the outsourcing aspect of the law. What the guys are doing, they outsource to reduce revenue, withholding to that of the NASCAR. They reduce it just by outsourcing. Another thing to that, what is leaving this country over the time will deplete. You will not have it coming back. Let's look at Beer Mountain. I have been Beer Mountain. See the block of gold that is leaving from here. And the block is not 1 kilo. It's like 100 ounces. The block of gold that is leaving from here. They got an airstrip there, and our gold leaving every time. So if you convert that, just the amount of gold, the ounce, the price of that on the world market is 232,000 United States dollars.
Just for one of.
I'm telling you, 100 ounce gold. So if you multiply that by the amount of block that I have seen, 200, you get close to $4.6 million. And when we talk about gold, we have diamond, we have silver that all move together on parallel lines. Then we also look at Bao Chico, Western Cluster. I remember a day I was sitting at the Douala. I sat down there for almost like 3 hours. The night time. The truck that I checked could reach to the number of 150 trucks.
Carrying what?
Iron ore. Iron ore. And here's the thing. 1 ton of iron ore is $92 on the world market. If you multiply 92 plus the truck size, which is for 40 ton, it gave you 3,680. If you multiply that per month, we're talking about 80 million United States dollars. Then we cry and say, there's no money.
And
yet and still, the lawmaker eating money. The aspect of it is about implementation.
But Honorable Mulbah, you heard it. You've heard it over and over that you people, most of the blames are shifted to you people. People blame you people and start making the right laws.
I'm not saying we are not part of it. I'm just coming. The House is part of it. The House of Legislature is part of it because we create the law and we have oversight responsibility. That's our duty to check back or those that are part of the executive. If the labor minister is not doing well, tell the labor minister you are not doing well. Right? And this is the reason you see with the labor ministry. We engage every time to make sure the right thing is done.
Okay, let me just remind our people out there that they are still listening to the Bumper Show. This is the final segment of the program. Montserrado County District 3 Representative Sumo Mulbah is here with us on this last segment of the program. If you want to be a part of it, you can call us on 0777-835-862, 0866-616-580. Let's stick around this issue of benefits more at the House of Representatives because this is one of the reasons why the speaker recently threatened to shut down the House of Representatives or the legislature because you people, according to him, were not receiving or are not receiving your just benefits. Besides the issue of the vehicle, are you still in that position that your stuff is not coming?
So let's say this: I wake up every morning. Per month, I spend close to like roughly 5,000-6,000 United States dollars just on desire of our people, helping them. to make sure to improve life. Then I'm been paid 8,800. When you do the taxes for me, the net will come to 6,900.
But you have
Right?
gas slip, you
Then
have
I
trash cars and all of that, right?
no trash car. Gas will come in when there is immense pressure. Then you receive gas maybe 1 or 2 months. Right?
Mm.
So when you see the speaker complaining, he's complaining in our interest. I pay for fee every time to go to work to do the librarian people job. So pay for these things. No trash car. To call every time I call in the district office and thing, I pay for trash car. But yet and then no trash car.
You're not
You get
getting
it?
that one as well.
Even the issue of scholarship, well, we should be able to lay hands on few people in the district. We're not getting it. But I won't blame the executive because it started from the past, right? People were given it, they misuse it. So other coming in, they take us to be the same.
Okay.
So I won't hold the executive responsible, quote unquote responsible. It's about us now doing the rightful thing, pushing the right agenda as the 55th. Then we will get by the spirit from our people, the trust.
We saw in past legislatures, there were Rick Marook. We saw several speakers being removed from their seat because of some dissatisfaction on whether the national level or whatever it was at the time. Now there are rumors. I don't know whether you've heard it, whether it's circulating in the building that there are some lawmakers who are trying to bring this back again, trying to fight Speaker Kofa, that they want him out. What is going on there?
So,
Do you have any idea of this?
so when I say this, people say the young man is very agitated, but I would like to say this. Those from Lofa County, I'm from Lofa, we are not into moving people.
Hmm.
When you read the history of Liberia, it will not tell you that Loma men were into something to take people from power. Or someone from Lofa, the Gisi or Mende took people from power. No. What is going on? There are just few lawmakers.
But is that a fact? Is there anything going on?
I'm explaining it now.
Mhm.
There are just few lawmakers who feels, and most of them from Nema County, who feels that they have a group that went against the speaker. They needed protection, right? I see as protection issue, right? They need a space. And sometimes they got other people who want to form money from the speaker. They come with it, they really want to take from your power, right? To get money from speaker. But the speaker is very smart too, right? He's a smart guy, very intelligent. He know how to play the game. And as far I would say, no one is taking the speaker from power because he already there. He got his team. He got people. He working with everyone, right? Not just for his black or people that supporting him. He work along with everybody. And to have somebody who is people centered, right, to get it out, that's another thing. It's very difficult. Yeah.
Okay, let's have your participation now. 077-835-862, 077-835-862, 086-616-580. Sumo Mulbah, Representative District Number 3, Montserrado County, is with us in the studio. Hello.
Thank you, Jack. Good evening to you. Good evening to your guest in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Hussein Kewu, and I come from Jacobtown in District 2, where Civil County is a representative. I listened to your guest. He made some very salient points, but I will have fundamental disagreement. Now, Brother Jack, for me, I think lawmakers now should not be campaigning on the message of, that city cardinal responsibility, the lawmaking oversight and representation. For me, what I think is more needed now for any lawmaker, and that would be the if we oversight the representation. There are any laws on the books. So my parents for my group. So what we need to do is to exercise our oversight power. Not let me say this, they on this road. The House of Representatives, in fact, the entire legislature, should not be a place for also women. Those who work in the private sector, in different sectors, in NGO, they have established they can come to the House of Representatives or the legislature and represent our people. But we elected people who were very poor, broke to the extent who there and exploit the people. Police department for me, if I'm voting anybody, I'm not going to vote in the poor book man yet. Because he's going to get rich and he's only going to get rich at the expense of the ordinary people they represent.
Okay.
The unrepresentative we expect them to do what they want yesterday. But for me, I got very, very disappointed. I hope we not repeat anything of false. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from another person. Hello.
Yes. Good evening, Chief.
Welcome.
Thank you, Chief. Good evening to the men in the following the broadcast. My name is William. I would have called in on this conversation from district number 3 in Montserrado County and about the Sumo called Mulbah.
All right.
Thank you, Chief, for the interview. You see, I listened to our honorable man who seems to be like a stranger in our district because this honorable man lives in district number 2. And we told our people not to vote the stranger who lives in district number 2. He lives in district number 2. He does not reside in our district. Now, let me ask you two questions. Mr. Mulbah, yesterday you took Keke at the capital city and you are aware of the local zone restriction that banned Keke from flying on the main street or the principal street of Montserrado or from Keke entering the city of Montserrado. Keke is banned from entering the city of Montserrado. Why did you choose to violate that law yesterday? The number one. Number two, Mr. Mulbah, do you think it is fair or it is honest enough to the African people that a lawmaker should purchase a car for only 3 years and after 3 years, then you buy another car? Why you left in Montserrado? You not left in Great that to say, oh, because of the road condition, I go that fast and I come back, my vehicle for somewhere. You left in Montserrado.
Okay.
I'm getting it.
Why should you use car for 3 years and demanding government to buy you another car?
Okay. Let's hold you there. Thank you. He understood your question. Let's get another person on the line. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Winston Ngande. I'm calling you from Duboro.
All right, Winston. Do that quickly for us.
Yeah, thank you to your studio guest there. You know, exactly like he said, they are policy maker. And he seems to be strange in the house. He's speaking of the removal of the speaker and he pointing fingers in the faces of Nimakane law people. What history does he have on Nima pushing for the removal of the president? Number two, as a lawmaker, what has he brought on table? Because we're talking about policy making. He there for lawmaking also. What has he brought on table?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. We will hold the line now and let Representative Mulbah respond quickly to these issues. Somebody said you're not living in a district, living in District 2.
Yeah, like on the Bashir supporter would say that.
But do you live in the district?
I live in the district. I got the biggest property in district number 3.
What part of District 3 you live?
Nizo. So the issue of sleeping, there is two different things. I live in the district, but I cannot show where I sleep because of the war and economic crime code. Like the last caller said, what you brought on the table?
Yes.
I came with the war and economic crime code, right? So that people can be penalized because the deaf or the dead cannot speak for themselves. It is the living who speaks for the dead. So there are so many things we have done there in the house that people can account for. I need not to speak for myself. Then another one talk about Keke.
Yeah, the man says about the rock Keke on the main road and go.
In listening, right? Sometimes it's good to listen to us when we are talking. I'm not supporting Ryan good car. I think you listen to me here. What I'm telling you is that we need all of this thing of buying car.
No, I think the point is you are in violation of the regulation to carry Keke through the main streets in the no-go area.
Okay, so let's look at it one way. So what if my people elected me? The law does not specify who becomes a representative. To be a representative is not based upon worth. So what if I came from a very poor background, right? And the only means of getting there, a capital building, is a motorbike or Keke. So what you expect me on the giving plate? I should use it where? I should put it on a tree and move, or on a Keke that I can easily pay for. So the issue of Keke or the issue of what should be at the capital building, who ride what, is determined by our law. It's determined by our law.
077-835-862-086-616-580. We're running out of time. You want to put your calls through to Representative Mulbah, you can do so as soon as possible. 077-835-862 and 086-616-580. Hello. Hello. Okay, that person.
Hello?
Yes, you need to get away from your receiver. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Oh, I'm Mulbah, calling from district number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, what I was saying, everything is right, and I appreciate him. Even from Mulbah, but the people are shocking a lot to all, to a lot of promises at the end of the result. He do nothing good. I will kick it out. And this Mulbah is a rapper, man. We have seen him something that he's doing that we know that the child will come out. You will see for your son or your son, or the flower will come out, you will see it from the leaf. So we see how he builds supermarket. To believe that he promised that you will build a this college for all. You still have the whole thing that you do it. So it's
Okay.
representing that doing that most of them were broke. So Barcelona was broke, all of them were broke, all representing that one want to go to steal the country money. But they
Okay.
got his own money, so he ain't got time to distribute money. So
Okay.
what he says, brother, so I love me so much for what he saying. I will say, guys, I'm not going to now. I will to vote for him.
All right.
If you know my sister, Kubo and Smoke to Kalita Johnson, Chicago, promising.
All right.
We want for yeah. So I will
Okay.
vote for Smoke on the now.
Okay, wait for 2029, my brother. Hello.
Yeah, hello, how are you?
Welcome. Take 1 minute and make your point.
Thank you so much, and let me appreciate the honorable in the studio this afternoon for the plenty of explanation of what is happening. You know, this good issue, this very good issue, actually, it's good because, you know, it's not easy after movement. But, you know, people who come from both sides, those that will sign the document, those that are involved in anything, but different to justice for the gun. So thank you so much, God bless you.
Thank you. Let's take this person. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Police Kepala calling from Yuma County.
All right.
Thank you. You know, the people that we sent to that people representing, not representing, or they representing themselves. Because to see law because right something different to go to work to for because in bad vehicle. I mean yes now they want round without they want to go to work.
The one that we married when you go to work, yeah? Okay. That's more money. Oh.
When they sign the budget, when the president sign the budget, they are not even asked for the budget to come
Okay.
the president has signed it. Hey, look, inside, what the money is there for them to give it? Then after I want to repeat, they give it money. Where do that money?
Thank you, brother. We need to hold you there. Just take this last caller and wrap it up. Hello. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Welcome.
My name is Joseph. My message good evening to the studio guests, Honorable Sumo. I appreciate this for your representation. You and other representatives have been few guys that our president have been following, or especially Honorable Martha Thomas and you, not for some of us that reside in district number 6 that we have Goliath over us, but for the people of district number 3, they are blessed to have a son, more especially from a county, Lofa County, who is very instrumental, who is very innovative, and who is very strategic to the point of development.
Okay.
But my little position has to do with the incident that happened yesterday. From your explanation, you say your concern is not about right 45,000 then how will you be part of those guys that have violated the laws? Because split is issue, it is issue with a vehicle number. Any place that is issue for transport ministry, it has a vehicle number. So why will you play a car license plate or a care with some of those guys who don't see the growth of development of this country?
Okay.
And the growth and the license for the brand people.
Thank you. Sorry, let's hold you there and come back to Representative Mulbah. You would like to respond to that one because I have just one more question to ask you then before we take your parting comment.
Okay, let me just respond to the last caller. Again, as I said, the Constitution is there. It's not bounded upon what I write or what I own. And for the sake of the Liberian people, for the sake of advocating for our people, I could even use a bicycle and place my plate on it because I'm advocating for the Liberian people. So when it comes to the Liberian people business, I can ride anything to go to Capitol building, right? Either way, arrest me because of the interest of the Liberian people. Government should go ahead and arrest me.
Okay.
But for the sake of our people, I will do that to propagate the issue concerning the suffering masses in this country as it relates to even the workers from the Capitol building. They are all workers. They are all Liberian. That need their boss to take them to work. Why should we deny them? I'm saying we will continue to do this until the government can look at it and deem it necessary to buy buses for our people.
It is said that more than 30 years there hasn't been any, audit at the legislature, specifically at the House of Representatives. The 55th came with so much zeal that many thought by now such process was going to be underway. What's your stance on the issue of audit at the House of Representatives?
I think the only way we can minimize corruption is by auditing the House of Legislature. If we audit the House, I feel that the House is being used to wash money into people's pockets. And I support Honorable Bedede. I support Yeke Koloba that we need to audit the House. I don't care how other will feel about it, other lawmakers will feel about it, right? It is the right thing to audit the House because I believe in accountability and transparency.
Yeah. Okay. In that same breath, we will take your parting comment.
All right. Again, I may have gone harsh by saying some few NEMA lawmakers. They were not just only NEMA lawmakers that were on the side of Richie Cohn. There are other lawmakers. And I feel that in no way that they are against the speaker. They just play their own game. That's a legislative game that they play, right? To get what they can get for their district, to better their district. But I don't think anyone wants to take the speaker out of office. And to the Liberian people, district number 3, we continue working. For us, we work and believe in action, not words, because words are limited and words can mislead people. Okay. We do our work and our work will judge us.
Okay, so on that note, that's how we end this edition. You just listened to the representative of District Number 3, Montserrado County, Sumo Mulbah. He's been our guest on this last segment of the program. On that note, join us tomorrow for another edition of the program. To that time, my name is Jab Davis, wishing you all the best from Painesville. Good evening and